I don't know what is it about us that we always want to read other people's messages, whether it's text message or a letter. I don't know if we still write letters, but we share information on social media, on Facebook, on WhatsApp, on Twitter, on Instagram, on what are the others? I can't remember them because I can't keep up with all these social media platforms. So I just use a few of them. But we just always want to read people's messages. Like, I want to be in the scoop, in the loop. I want to know what's happening. I want to know who's getting married, who's getting a divorce, who got a promotion, who has a new car, who's going on their next vacation, all this kind of stuff. And sometimes we ignore or we put aside those things that are specifically for us because it just doesn't seem so interesting at the moment. Something else just seems more interesting. But I want you to know there's a letter specific for you. And guess what? It's also for me. And I didn't know this. I'm just learning this now, so I'm just sharing it with you. So a few years ago when I started to read this letter, and people have said it too, that it's intimidating and it's scary and it's hard to understand, but I'm telling you, it is amazing. So ready for it? Okay. So this letter is actually the book of Revelation. You know that last book in the Bible? It's actually a letter that was written to 7 churches in Asia, but also for us as believers, even today. Wow. And guess what? It tells us what will happen in the end. And I know like me, some of us are scared of the book because it has some really odd things in it, like some creatures that are not familiar to us, things that we cannot even conceive of. But let me tell you, the last few days I've spent just listening to the reading of this book. And did you know that there is a blessing, and it's not material? It's not a house and a car and a jet and whatever. It's not material. There's a blessing for those who listen to and take heed to what is written in Revelation. So there's a lot of it, or there's some of it that you might not understand, but the little that you can understand, take that and allow it to marinate in your spirit and allow it to just help you to understand more of who God is and what He's doing and what is going to happen in the end, because we know how the book ends. We know how the story ends, and that's what Revelation is all about. It's telling us what is coming and how we should respond. So it has commendations for the churches. It has warnings for those areas of weakness, those things that as a church they need to work on, and also for us as individuals. And it has some conditions for those who are victorious, but those are just the letters to the 7 churches. When you read past those and you go into the later chapters, there's some amazing stories and life lessons to learn from this book. So I just want to encourage you to just spend some time. If you are a reader, read Revelation. Even if you don't understand it, just keep reading, because that's what I do. I read something over and over and over until it just begins to minister to me. Or I listen it over and over and over and over until I start getting bits and pieces of it and I can connect it together. The Holy Spirit brings it together in my spirit. So that's my challenge for you. This is your letter. Can you believe it? Take it and read it. It's God's letter to you. All right? See you next time. This is Heather Fab checking out from Okinawa, Japan. See you.